Hi guys! Welcome back to my channel. On one of my previous videos in the past week, I shared with you the beautiful news that Emirates will be hiring flight attendants again. So, on today's video, I think it's just very timely that we also talk about what to expect on an Emirates flight attendant training. So, if you're interested to find out what they're gonna teach you once you become an Emirates flight attendant, just keep on watching. The Emirates flight attendant training is very similar to the trainings given by other airlines for their flight attendant. But they have something that is called the 7-step training process, meaning each flight attendant trainee has to go through the 7-step process prior to their wings day or prior to becoming finally a flight attendant. Their training is 44 days, so a little less than 2 months, which starts off with induction, which is 8 days long. So during the induction, they will teach you the ins and outs of the company and basically how you're going to be able to adjust to your new environment. You've moved from one country to another. They're going to help you acclimatize to your new working environment and your new home as well. The next step in their training process is the SEP training, or the Safety and Emergency Procedures training. I already watched my Qatar Airways training video. The SEP training, it's the same. Very similar. They're gonna teach you about the aircraft, your safety equipment, the in-flight emergency procedures, and basically how are you gonna be able to take care of your customers in case an emergency arises on board, on ground, and in flight. Take 13 days for you to complete your safety and emergency procedures training before you move on to the next step, which is step 3, the group medical training, or the first aid training. And in the first aid training, they're going to teach you whatever medical emergency you might encounter on board the aircraft. And the common things are fainting, burns, heart attack, including emergency childbirth. Yes, these things happen on board the aircraft, and the airline has to make sure that you are equipped with the knowledge and the skills to be able to at least assist in case any of these medical emergencies happen on board the aircraft. So again, it includes cardiopulmonary resuscitation, how to give it properly. So there's going to be an exam as well. There's going to be a demonstration on how you're going to properly do it for a person who will need it on board the aircraft. So that is the first aid training, which brings us to step 4 in the training process, which is security training. Security training is very quick. It's only 2 days on your cabin crew training calendar. This is where they're going to teach you how to handle security threats when you are on board the aircraft, how to handle possible hijacking, unruly customer, unacceptable behavior of both customers, colleagues, basically how to handle any security threat that might arise on your flight. And again, on the security training, they're also going to teach you the air restraint training, where, like this on the photo, how are you gonna manage a person who is uncontrollable in the flight? How much force are you allowed to use when somebody tries to attack you or somebody tries to enter the flight deck? So step 5 is the uniform standards training, which is only 1 day on your calendar or your roster for the training. But this is going to be a very interesting training because this is where they're going to teach you. Somebody will come to your class and teach you how to do your makeup, what are the standards of the uniform, what is expected of you grooming wise when you are wearing your uniform. From what I've heard, this is something that most of the trainees look forward to, really, because it's gonna be a good break. It's something that is very relaxing during your training because honestly, come on, you're gonna go through a very difficult training all through this SEP and stuff, and to get 1 day at least to just feel pretty and glammed up it's very relaxed. Step 6, and you are almost done with your Emirates flight attendant training. This is the service personality training, which is only 1 day. So what is this service personality? Service personality training is where they will teach you the 5 service personality principles of Emirates, which are personal, thorough, considerate, pioneering, and cosmopolitan. So these are 5 things that you already know prior to starting your service training with Emirates. Lastly, step 7 of your training, which is the service training itself. So the service training takes 14 days classroom training where you will be taught about the products of the airline, how to deliver the service. This service training, they're going to equip you with the skills, the knowledge, and whatever you need to know so that you will be able to deliver the world's best in-flight experience of Emirates. So there, you finished your 44-day training with Emirates, and now you are ready to fly. Are you excited? Are you excited to start flying, to go through this training? I hope you are. Again, let's claim it. You're gonna do really, really well on your interview and on your future training with Emirates. I hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope that I managed to impart my small knowledge about the Emirates flight attendant training. If you have any other information about the training that their flight attendants go through, share it down in the comment section so at least we can all learn something new and we can help those who want to join Emirates in the future will have the information that they're gonna need to prepare. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. But if you love the video, please don't forget to subscribe. This has been Days with Kath. I will see you next time. Bye!